Hello everyone and welcome to Orange University. On tonight's episode, Orzhov Kaya Spirits. So this whole deck is centered around Kaya Spirits Justice. The idea is that she is able to keep making spirits with the +1, and also we're able to use the -2 to exile creatures, exchange creatures we control with the creatures our opponents control. And when we exile creatures, one or more creatures we control and or creature cards in our graveyard is put into exile, we may choose a creature card from amongst them and turn a token into that. So we can turn the 1/1 flying spirit into some of these creatures that we may want to exchange. So that's the idea of this deck. It's pretty sort of aggressive. It's in an aggressive shell that's almost like Boros. We got a lot of 1-drops. We still have the Warden, and then we Warden into the Knight-Errants, and that's the same idea, right, with the Resolute Reinforcement. But the way it plays is slightly different. It's much more control-y, and we are definitely going to beat Boros' butt. So the idea is we're going to have Warden on early game, then we're Resolute Reinforcement mid game or second turn, but then we're able to have Kaya out as a wider board, and then we exile their cards while we still get stuff, or Knight-Errant to kind of get more card advantage later on. Boros can't really aggro us as easily because we have a lot of life gain and we have a wide board. So Boros rely on them having a wide board and our their opponents not being able to block, but we can block them pretty easily. And then of course there's other cards as hidden text, TECH. Well, anyways, we have Wedding Announcement that is definitely going to give us a board pump, Anthem effect in 3 turns. We can definitely wait that out because we have a lot of blockers. We have Lore Skitters. This card is great against the land deck because we can exile lands in their graveyard and then they're going to cry. And then Tessa is an amazing card that gets us spirits as well, but she also gets us clue tokens. At the end of the turn, if our opponent has lost life, well, guess what? We're going to get clue tokens. And how do we make our opponent lose life? We're not a burn deck, right? Well, here's how it works. We are going to play Tessa, and we're going to attack with the Jadar's zombie. So what do they want to do? Do they want to block the zombie? If they do, they're going to lose creature to their infinite value. If they don't, well, guess what? We're going to get clues because they're going to have to lose life for that. So that's how this kind of small synergy works in the whole deck. It's pretty nice. Of course, randomly we can just attack them and Tessa will give us clues anyways. And the idea is that using the clue, we can sack it. To get a 1/1 spirit, but we don't always want to sacrifice clue and use the mana. So there are times that we can sacrifice a clue using our Devouring Sugar Maw. On our upkeep, we have to sacrifice an artifact, enchantment, or token, or we have to tap the Sugar Maw. Well, we can keep sacrificing a clue, get that spirit, and then our Sugar Maw just stays untapped anyways. That's also a good idea, and the Sugar Maw also combos pretty well with Tessa because we can just attack with the Sugar Maw every turn. It's menace and trample, so it's not very easy to block. Right, and then if we can get that combo to work, that's also very nice, but it's a little bit slower of mana because it's 3 and 4 mana combo. And then Knight-Errant of Eos isn't exactly 5 mana. Usually we play it for 2 or 3 mana, or sometimes 0 mana and just tap it with humans. So the idea is that this deck curves out to just the 4-drop in Kaya, and that is a Kaya aggro deck. We have only 24 lands because we're a very aggressive shell. Let's talk about the whole deck list. In the early game, we're going to have 2 Lunarch Veteran, 4 Novice Inspector, and 4 Warden, just your basic Boros shell. On the 2-drop, we're going to have 4 Resolute Reinforcement, 2 Jadar, and 2 Rite of Oblivion in case we want to exile one very important card on opponent's side, like a Shieldred. And then on the 3-drop, we're going to have 4 Wedding Announcement, of course, and then 2 Lore Skitters and 2 Tessa. They're legendary, so I don't want too many in the deck since it might be difficult for us if they're getting stranded in our hand for an aggressive deck. We don't have time to wait out our draws. And the 4-drop, we're going to have Devouring Sugar Maw, just 2 off because I only have 2. Otherwise, I would probably slot in more. And then 4 Kaya Spirits Justice. And then we have 4 Knight-Errant of Eos. For the land, we have 1 Eiganjo, 4 Planks, 1 Takenuma, 5 Swamps, 4 Caves of Koilos, 2 Restless Fortress, and 4 Shattered Sanctum. We don't have fast lands for black-white. If we do, we'll probably replace that with the Cave of Koilos. I think the fast lands are coming up on the Thunder of their Junction. And then we have 2 Cavern of Souls. To name humans, most of the decks are humans. The only non-human are the Lore Skitters, but that's fine. And then we have 1 Mirrex, in case our opponent is the Blue-Eye Control, and we have to just use Mirrex to kill them. That's the whole deck list. Now let's go into the games. Alright, our opponent is cash money. I wonder if he's playing Boros. Hey, we're gonna go first for the first time in our 30-30 life. Hello. We will play Warden of the Inner Sky. No. Can't crew it. No point. Skrelv. Yeesh. Okay. Do we Jadar here? I mean, if I attack, do you think he's gonna block? I seriously doubt that. Oh wait, what am I saying? Skrelv can block. Alright, where is this going? Mono white toxic? Skrelv the Guardian of Nephalia. What am I fighting against? Alright, let's see. Tap an untapped artifact creature or land. This doesn't do anything. If I control no creature with decay, then I'll get a decay. So I don't really want to play this into nothing. Let's attack with the 2/2. See what he wants to do with it. I don't think he wants to block and discard a card. That would be kind of dumb. Yeah. Definitely not that. I am here to announce a wedding. I mean, if he's just trying to deal damage to me, I'll gain the life. Yeah. Would you like to attack? You don't want to attack. No, that can't be right. So, Warden. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Most of the deck is 3 drops. There's only 4 drops of Sugar Malt. So let's see if I get punished by only having Sugar Malls on the top deck. No. Alright, we got Lunarch and more Teysa. And now we shall attack. Would you like to block? No blocksies. I'm gonna make some spirits soon. I don't want to crew. I don't think it matters as much. Too bad it's not instant speed, right? I mean, that's probably too broken. There's so much life. I'm at 31. I'm double his life. Brutal Cathar. What would you take? I wonder. What do you take? Knight-Errant? Wow, really? No attacks? Okay. This is still an attack that he can't really fight against. Oh, he's gonna lose life? He's gonna regret that. My Teysa. What does it do? It's just a clue, right? Before I clue. More flyers? You know what? Sure, why not? I don't want to crew anymore, do I? I'm not gonna block with Teysa. I might block with these, so why not? I'm at 37. This deck is so outdated. How long ago was this deck? Another Brutal Cathar? You want to take out my Warden? No, I'm gonna take out Teysa. Okay. make a spear right now. While he's doing the do. How many Brutal Cathar can he have? 4, to be fair. And they always have it, right? That's how that deck works. But I'm about to lethal him. He's at 13. Oh, that was weird. I think our opponent is roping because he's out of place. It happens. So cash money is not actually cash money. He's actually a coward that's going to lose. I guess. I don't know. He's not doing anything for the past 5 turns. Hopeful Initiate can't let that attack. So let's Sugar Maul it first. Right, this can't attack. This can attack, and I don't want to attack with Jadar. Takenuma. Don't have anything in the graveyard yet, so don't want to Takenuma. And then I'll play another Warden. I want to fly. Right, I want to fly. So tap this, tap these 2, and now I fly. This is a food. Food needs to be tapped. Clue does not need to be tapped. That's actually very important. Unfortunately, I have no clue. So, let's see what he wants to do. I don't think this Brutal Cathar matters, so he'll probably block with that. But, you know, flying is flying. Let's see if he can deal 43 damage to me in 1 turn, because I am going in. Math is for blockers. That rope. It's just, he has stick for the Guardian, and that's why there's rope. That's about it. My Sugar Maul will devour you. Okay, he's taking 7 for sure. Okay, that's the one card he doesn't want to lose. That's weird. Sure. Why not? Didn't even protect his creatures. Down to 6. Can't get anything but top 6 anyways. Yeah, that's fine. I don't want those cards. Didn't want to discard a card, huh? Down to 6. Where is this going, buddy? Not gonna play this land because you know, if I draw a land, they're all dead cards. If I don't draw a land, I can just play that land to play whatever next. This is your limited lesson of the day. I'm not playing limited, but this is what you should do in most cases. Hide as much information from your opponent as you can. Not that it matters, because they're dead. Sure. Oh, here it comes. Just a random attack anyways. Don't even let me block. Mono white. How outdated. Okay, our opponent's going to be the Blarg. Blarg. Of course, opponent goes first. We have tap lands into Resolute Reinforcement. How many 1-drops do we have in this deck? Like 20? Well, okay, we go second with no 1-drops, but Resolute Reinforcement can help us get into lore skitters. That might be justifiable if they're slower. I'm gonna try it. Tap already. So there's that land deck. Land deck's real good, especially to go first, so we can't really do anything for the foreseeable future here. I'm going to play a tap land to give him a false sense of security. The Falagi. They're going to Falagio us. Alright, they lands in our graveyard now. I don't... What's the state? Oh, Brotherhood's End. Okay. So, that's the case. Let's make them think they want the Brotherhood's End us. I don't want to lose those skitters, and this is a pretty good board. I don't think they're going to do it. They don't have red. What am I saying? It's going to take them a while to Brotherhood End us, since they don't have red. Yeah, I get a 1/1 black creature, right? Whenever rats enter the battlefield. Alright, he's gonna get his Brotherhood's End on us. I guess that's his plan. No place. No, I need the combat phase. Get rid of those lands. It's gonna block the 2/2 probably, yeah. We only deal 1 damage. I wonder how long I can get rid of his graveyards. I need a lot more rats. Nothing generates rats. This does let me surveil and then exile a card from a graveyard, so maybe. I can Knight-Errant soon. But what I want to do is not Knight-Errant necessarily. I want to exile his graveyard. I was getting his mountain back. So he can Brotherhood End me? Yes. Do it. I mean, pretty obvious. Yeah. Alright. So yeah, that was to be expected. I saw the Brotherhood's End. But against that deck, it's something that we had to do.
Nothing
Surveil 2.
me.
Ooh, okay.
I play by my own rules.
I don't want another Kaya.
Keeps things
Do I
interesting.
want another Kaya? Kaya stomps on his deck, right? Investigate for each opponent that lost life this turn. That's actually pretty good. So, I want both of those cards. I should have put the other card on the bottom. I mean, if I Resolute Reinforcement, I still won't be able to do it. Analyst? Putting lands in your graveyard? Thank you. Alright, Surveil 2 again.
Sometimes people
do I want an extra
too
land?
heavily on the spirits, if you know what I mean.
Right? Let's just put that in the graveyard. No reanimating your lands. Not while I'm alive here. Alright, let's put the Mirrex here. We'll tap this for white. I don't think it matters. Taste of them. Slowly exiling all his stuff. We'll end turn. He's not losing any life, so we're not investigating. But, the big butt they're sitting on, is we're trying to exile all the lands on their graveyard. Slowly, but we'll get there. We don't have a farewell or anything in this deck, but what we do have are slow exiles of his graveyard with one card at a time. Buddy? Do you know how your deck works? This is a bot. Am I playing against a bot? Okay, there you go. GG. Genius play. Just let me sacrifice that. I don't know, man. I don't know. People just net deck. Our next opponent, the Palos 13, the Palos 13, whatever. Goes second. I don't think I've won first once in the past 3 days. Don't look at all the times I went first. I don't count. The numbers are paling in comparison, and I'm gonna take a lot of damage. None of these are food, right? Oh, this is food. Okay. Still, that's just paying lands and swamps. Paying lands and swamp. This is also white. I'm gonna take a bat. There goes my maul. Oh, you jerk. I mean, you could take the Sugar Maw to take away my next turn play, but I got some really good... Yeah, that makes a little bit more sense. I don't think it's going to block. No blocksies. I had to play the planes there? Oh, there goes all of our plays. Bat for days, huh? Can I even fight bats? Well, not with this hand, that's for sure. Alright, let's... Yeah, that's fine. I have 2 Caves of Koilos in my hand. Another Sugar Maw, huh? You don't say. I don't think this matters. They're just gonna kill my Sugar Maw, right? I'm pretty sure that's what he wants to do. Tenacious Underdog. Alright, Virtue. Oh boy, that's real good, but I don't want to use it on this kind of trash. I mean, I kind of do, to be fair. But these are 5 mana cards, right? I can't talk. I need 5 mana to play them is what I meant to say. So... let's play Sugar Maw. He's not going to be able to attack me. And if he does... Okay, if his underdog attacks me, I will kill the bats with skitters. If his underdog doesn't attack me, I'll kill the bat with wedding announcement. That's the plan anyways. Flash Voyager. Alright. Not as scary. Artifact enchantment or tap the Sugar Maw. We'll just have it tapped. It's fine. It's fine. So I don't want to take any more damage. I will... hold on. Yeah, I need 2 whites. Right? So I'll Mirrex this. So I need 2 whites. 1 for the wedding announcement. Exile our food. So again, I have extra blockers. We just have 1/1s. They're not very strong. Huh. Alright, he does attack. So I cannot get the Lure Skitter back and play it, right? So I want to kill the underdog, but it's not very good to kill. Just take that damage for now and see what happens. Second underdog. Sack a human. Knight-Errant of Eos. Alright, so let's see here. I definitely want to play the humans here. I do want a Knight-Errant for 2 drops, probably. Alright, that's the only 2 drop I got. Cannot attack with this. I do get a 1/1. I'm at 7. I gotta survive a little bit longer. There's Shieldred. Now surviving for much longer. I'll sack a human. And then I'll have to draw, right? Yeah, I have to draw here. Right into my Rite of Oblivion, too. That's kind of weird. Alright, well... Exile is Shieldred. No attacks. I should play the land. That gives me a bigger board. If he wants to attack. Obliterator. Oh, that's why. Okay, that's real scary. Can't Can't block that. Can't play this. Go down to 2. And we sack one of these. That is not a removal. This only gains 3 life. This is not a removal. And then we die. The bats killed us. Alright, our next opponent is the Taikir Tier? Ah, whatever. We go second with 2 lands. Oh boy. Alright, let's see if we can get something cooking here. We can Novice Inspector. Make them think we're Boros. And then didn't matter, they're Boros. Alright, now do we Novice Inspector still? I think we Novice Inspector still. Yeah, the thing is I want to be able to scry next turn. It's very important that I can scry next turn. Okay, that's good. I will name humans. That way I can play both the Veteran and the Warden. Gain the life. And then I will go to tap. 1, 2, 3. Scry. Warden, I don't know. I mean, it's not bad necessarily, but I want a wedding announcement next turn, so I need to have lands. That bunny corn is probably going to come in for a lot of damage. Not trampled though, so maybe we can get something around that. Sanguine Evangelist, that's going to be a 3/3. Come in for 3. I'm not going to block that. Alright, we get our land. Yeah, let's play this. We can send out the wedding announcement. Nothing's really going to change this turn's play, but I will. Actually, let's keep that open in case we want to block something. Resolute Reinforcement. I'm Kaya next turn, right? But Resolute Reinforcement is probably as good as the card we're going to get for a while. So, no attacks. Gain that life. We're still at 19, and Boros is not going to outpace our board. Right, we can make a spirit every turn. Oh, we can also exile their creatures. Oh! That's real fast that you want to do that already. Oh, I can't block that, it's flying. Alright, so block this. 1/1 can chump. So we can make a spirit this way, or we can, yeah, we probably have to make a spirit this way. Let's tap 1. Actually, no. Is this flying? It is with flying. Okay, so we'll tap 1, 2, 3 here. We'll get a 4/5 flyer. Jadar is good, right? I can follow us up. This is a 2 damage attack, or a 4 damage attack that's vigilance, so basically a free attack. Kaya? You might want to fight Kaya.
I'll phase through anything that stands in my way.
We gain a life. Get a 1/1, we gain a life.
Great way to leave a dull party.
Right, we're so Boros. Look, it's all Boros creatures. Humans. How wide can their board get? Evangelist again. No haste. See if he wants to attack here. I mean, there's no point not attacking, right? Knight-Errant of Eos, that's real bad for us. Real bad. There's a recruiter to haste us. Attacks Kaya. Well, I'm gonna chump if he attacks Kaya like that. Alright, so I don't want to sack my spirit. So this is sacrifice. Basically exile a creature, and then I get to exile a creature they control, right? I want to kill that bunny corn, probably. Or do I just make creatures here? Oh, wait. Definitely what I'm doing is playing Jadar. And definitely what I'm doing here is attacking with a 4-5. And now the question is, these are... this is going to make a 2-2, right? I can just 2-2 chunk the Regal Bunnycorn if I wanted to. It's not really a reason for me to kill the Bunnycorn. It has no trample.
With a little cunning, you can dodge death and taxes.
But I have a decaying zombie, which is not very useful other than, you know, sending it off to death for Kaya. But hey, let's see what you got. Warden, can't counter. Oh no. I have a pretty wide board, right? So I guess we'll fight for damage. But if he's not careful, he will die. Pretty wide board of damage. Everybody in? Okay, so we're gonna play our Resolute Reinforcement. Give us more creatures. Then we can block. So this blocks here, that's free. This blocks the Bunnycorn. We gotta block the Bunnycorn. I do want to kill this, so I guess we will block it. This will block. This is flying, right? So I'll block. No, this is 4 damage. So I'll block here. The flyers can block these. I'm not really doing the math on whether or not I can kill him on the backswing. I think I will be able to. So let's see, how much am I taking? 7 here plus 6, that's 11. No, that's, yeah, 7 plus 6, 13. I'm at 20. You can't really burst me from there. And then I'll kill him. That sounds fair, right? I can send one of the inspectors in. Alright, so let's see. This is a lot of damage. We can exile our zombie. Actually, no, let's do this.
Don't gaze too long into the abyss. I've said
Keep this Kaya.
didn't see the door, so I
That
let
way we
myself
can get rid of the spirit. Oh, well, target creature you control. You target a creature that they control. Oh, look, there goes your blocker.
Monsters know better than to hide under mud.
You may choose a creature card from among them and put that to... Okay, I don't have that. I can't submit 0. You may choose a creature card from amongst them until the end of turn. Target token you control becomes a copy. Sure.
Being
Not how it
incorporeal
works.
is a great way to live.
Goodbye, Boros. We hardly knew ye. Welcome back, everyone. So, now that you've seen those games, I think it's safe to say this deck is busted. Very good deck. Very aggressive, very fast. Of course, it's just Boros with black, but Boros with black is actually more fun to play. There are more dimensions to play. There are more sort of tempo, or actually not tempo play. I would say more of a combo play, especially with Jadar and Teysa. We saw how that play a role in getting us one clue before our opponent kind of really had to go out of their way to remove Teysa. We still got our spirit, and we can kill them with that spirit. And the Sugar Maul is also pretty nice. It's on that black amount of black game, it definitely did its job well enough to help us survive longer, but then the bats really killed us anyways. But I don't think you can cut the Sugar Maul. It's a very good card. In fact, I will probably put 4 if I have 4. And if I have 4 Sugar Maul, I'll probably put in 4 Sugar Maul, and I might cut. Who knows what I would cut? Probably 1 Knight. I don't think I would cut 1 Knight-Errant, right? Maybe 1 Teysa and then 1 Resolute Reinforcement. That's really hard. I really like the Sugar Maul, but then it's really hard to cut cards from this deck. It's very streamlined already. The thing is, you really do want to have Jadar and Teysa out on turn 2 and 3 if possible. That would be the dream curve for the black side of the deck, or the Orzhov side of the deck. The white side of the deck, you want to have your Novice Inspector into Warden into Knight-Errant if you can. You don't have the Gleeful Demolition, but that still gives us a lot of good cards. So yeah, you do curve out to 4 pretty easily, and this deck is definitely aggressive and definitely strong. I haven't fought a control deck, so I don't know how good it is against hardcore control with all the counter spells, but I think it'll do still pretty well because it's got a lot of token generators and a lot of synergy that's well, I would say a slow creep synergy that builds up, so our opponent normally won't counter, right? Opponents don't really counter cards like, Warden of the Inner Sky. It's one drop. It's very hard to counter. Opponents don't really counter cards like Jadar. They will counter Wedding Announcement, but, then we can sneak in Teysa and Lord Skitter and really get under their skin. That's the whole deck list. We definitely have cards against the land deck, as we saw. Lord Skitter and Kaya kill the land deck pretty easily. So, that's really all I got for you today. I hope you enjoyed the games. And thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you guys next time.